championship playoff run. We will still follow that. That will be on Tuesday night, 6:30 Eastern time from East Wake High School, the East Wake Warriors and the Clayton Comets. But then we get ready for the Firebirds and the Tampa Bay Titans. That'll be a great game on CRN. But just not wanting to take away our listeners. The numbers are phenomenal, and we do it because of great listeners, fans across the country tuning in.
Well, I mean, it allows us to do what we do. I mean, we can still do it. We love what we do, and we've been doing it for what, 5 or so years
yes.
now. And so it's good to have a couple of things on our plate. Obviously, we're the voice of the Clayton High School Comets for both men and women.
Yes.
But also now for the flagship network for the Raleigh Firebirds, and that's what we're doing here in Indiana yesterday, and then also today in Kentucky. So it's a fun time to be a part of the CRN Sports Network, myself and Mr. Wetley, and we thank our teammates, Daniel Moore and Brandon White as well.
Yes.
I mean, so without this, we can't do that without them guys. So we thank them. But it's a fun part of basketball here in the great states, not only Wake County, but here in Owensboro as well.
Such a great group. Trace Knight, try to grab a word with the coaches. I know Mark Anderson's coming out of the locker room for the Owensboro Thoroughbreds, and we'll also await DeMarcus Oliver as well as we continue along with the final minutes of the Symmetry Financial Group halftime report. As it stands, it is 61-56. The Owensboro Thoroughbreds here at their sports center, leading the way by 5 over the Firebirds, and Trace Knight is with head coach Mark Anderson at this time.
And Mark Anderson, head coach of Owensboro Thoroughbreds, 61-56 game right now. What are you seeing out of your team in the first half?
Well, I'm seeing better effort. Of course, both of us, Raleigh played Indy last night. We played them Thursday. They're a really good team. But the thing is that we're coming out and we're distributing the ball. We have 15 assists already at halftime, which is more than we had the other night. So we're getting the ball out. We're getting up and down the floor. We still have to limit how many paint touches Raleigh is getting, though. Yep. That's the key right there, is they're getting into the lane uncontested and getting the easy baskets, and then we got to stay attached to Leonard and Stewart out there because they're hitting the threes. Yep. You know, I watched the game last night. I know the guys can play. So the thing is that I like our effort today. It's much better. We knew we had to come out with a better effort, and we're doing it.
Yeah, Stewart, he went 0 for 2 from the three-point line yesterday, so he was determined to come out here and start firing the ball.
Well, he is, and Leonard is hitting it too. So we just got to do a better job. And Dance is playing well, so we have to do a better job defensively, and then shore up some things. Our unforced turnovers, we had 7 in the first half. That was a key to the other night, too. We had to clean that up. If we clean up the ball movement, I think we'll be okay.
Coach, continue the great work. We'll talk to you at the end of the game, okay? Right, thanks, Coach.
Coach Mark Anderson of the Owensboro Thoroughbreds getting his thoughts at the locker room at the half, as right now it stands 61-56 the score at the half right now. The Symmetry Financial Group halftime report. Coach Trace Knight, or Coach Trace Knight. Well, actually, I can't call him a coach because he's becoming a high school baseball coach. I said Coach Trace Knight. So that counts, right?
I'm still getting used to that. That's one of the local high schools back home. In the Vance County, the Henderson, North Carolina market.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
the varsity baseball coach up there. So it's been a fun ride. Been at it for about four months now. Our season officially starts here literally this month in about 5 days.
And he's going to grab a word here in a few moments with Coach DeMarcus Oliver, the general manager, assistant head coach for the Raleigh Firebirds, as we have about 90 seconds remaining here in the half before second half action. The Firebirds here in Kentucky only down by 5. It's still a close game. Trey, what's your keys to the second half that the Firebirds need to pull off to win this game as we await an interview with the Coach Oliver?
I said it before. Keep doing what you're doing. I mean, it's working. Yes, they're down 61-56, but they're moving the ball effectively. They're big men. You just heard Coach Anderson just mention they can shoot the ball. We got to keep them out of the paint, but we also have to guard the three-point line because you see what Stewart has came out firing. And then Darius Leonard is playing fantastic under the rim. Yep. That is so good to see out of these players. Continue to just move your feet, keep moving the ball effectively, and it's going to be a good turnout for the Raleigh Firebirds.
Well, grab DeMarcus Oliver if you can. Try to find him, and we'll get a quick word with him before the second half. He's coming out of the locker room right now. Trace Knight, so head on over there, and we'll grab a word with the head coach of the Raleigh Firebirds as we continue on with the Symmetry Financial Group. Remember, Symmetry Financial Group offers insurance, life insurance, car insurance, and so much more to anybody across the U.S. of A. 50 states are welcome. They're all certified in all 50 states. Contact Daniel in West Virginia on the Symmetry Financial Group and tell them that you heard about them and join them because of CRN broadcast coverage. Back down courtside as head coach, the general manager of the Firebirds, DeMarcus Oliver, is with Trey Snyder.
Sitting with Coach Oliver right now, 61-56 game. I know you just came out of the half, and you got to get ready for the second half. What did you think about your team in the first?
We're going to be okay. Guys just had to get out, get into it, the open floor. We're looking over the stat sheet. We're very statistical categories. We're kind of equal in everything. And so at the end of the day, this is going to come down to who wanted the most. Team is very comparable to us in every position. I think our guys can come out in the second half and really make some noise, man. And so get ready for a great second half.
Right. All right, go do your thing, Coach. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Should be a great second half. Again, that's Coach DeMarcus Oliver, head coach, general manager of the Raleigh Firebirds, giving his thoughts of the game here. Now, Robert Brickey will be back at the helm, and that'll be on Friday and Saturday as the Raleigh Firebirds will be at home for the first game of the year against the Tampa Bay Titans. We'll have coverage for that. Halftime report presented by Symmetry Financial Group. Here's a final word from our sponsor. Third period action is next with Trey Snyder on the call on CRN.
Looking for a life insurance company that specializes in what you actually need? Protection. Call Danny today with Symmetry Financial. Danny is certified in all 50 states, which means Symmetry Financial is not limited and has over 30 companies to choose from. Symmetry Financial has proved time and time again that their options and pricing is just better than the rest. Give Danny a call today at 828-994-1681 to see how Symmetry Financial can make life simple. And now back to live coverage right here on the Community Radio Network, the home of your Clayton Comets. And we're back live here in Owensboro Sports Center as the Owensboro Thoroughbreds come out firing. Turner with a 3-point to start off the second half. 64-56 is your score. And we thank you for being part of our broadcast today, CRN Sports Network, the flagship station of the Raleigh Firebirds. And Shaq Dan decides to do it by himself. He dances all the way into the lane and makes it a 2-point layup. 64-58 now. Turner gets it outside to number 7 in Crawford for the 3. It's going to be no good. Darius Leonard with the defensive rebound. He gives it over to Milligan for the first possession here in the second half. Milligan now starts right, goes left, shoots it right at the free throw line and off the front of the rim, and taken away by Owensboro. They had the numbers. Turner brings it over, alley-oop to number 4. He puts it in. Corey Williford.
Wilford, very strong right there. And it's now an 8-point game.
And Owensboro steals the ball away. Turner brings up the right-hand side. Milligan tried to get it in over to Darius. And Turner under his leg gets it outside for the 3. Off the front of the rim. He gets his own miss, though. That is Crawford. Gives it back over to Turner. Shoots it up right beside the free throw line. And it's going to be good. Xavier Turner. And quickly, just like that, Coach Oliver calls a timeout for the Raleigh Firebirds. Quickly, it's a 10-point lead, 68-58 early in the third quarter.
Yeah, they called a coach timeout here. I knew that was happening because they got to really turn some things around here. I mean, you just literally were down by 5, and now you're down by 10 in less than, 25 seconds? A minute and 25 seconds coming back from halftime. And, I mean, it's just they got to find a way to regroup. Got to regroup.
Yeah.
Here.
I mean, the Thoroughbreds came out firing and kind of piggyback what Coach Oliver, he's telling is, guys, come on. I mean, this is not who we are. We've seen you perform at your highest level. But what's happening right now in Owensboro, they came out firing. A couple turnovers led to some great baskets. And so now it's a 10-point lead with only 68-58. 68-58 is your score. 10:35 remaining early in the third quarter.
Next Friday and Saturday, live in Raleigh, it is Firebirds basketball as they open up their first game of the homestand against the Tampa Bay Titans. Coverage at 7 p.m. Eastern, Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern from Raleigh. The CRN Sports will have coverage of you. The flagship network of the Raleigh Firebirds, Triangle Professional Basketball in North Carolina on CRN Sports Network at crnsports.org. 10-point lead now. The Thoroughbreds have at their homestand at the Sports Center. What an immaculate facility here in the Bluegrass State.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Firebirds now get ready to try to put some points on the board.
Great crowd here in Owensboro in Kentucky. And if the Firebirds come out with the break, they'll have the basketball. And Shaq Dance goes up, puts it up. It's going to be no good. It's going to be foul.
Still in a foul, though. Fouls on number 1, Devin Hayes.
The aggressiveness.
Second foul. Team first for the third period on Devin Hayes, the 195 guard. And this is going to bring number 24, the 6'5", 181 forward of Shaq Dance. And Shaq Dance will shoot 2 at the line.
Puts the first one up. And off the front of the rim, no good.
Off the rim, no good. Still a 10-point lead the Thoroughbreds have over the Firebirds. And again, they were down by 5 at the half. Another shot coming up. Got to make your free throws. He at least nails 1 out of 2. 1 out of 2 ain't bad. Good job there by Shaq Dance. And now the Thoroughbreds are back on offense.
Turner brings up the left-hand side, picked up by Milligan. He gives it over to number 7, Crawford. Drives his feet and almost thrown over, but Crawford has a drive, puts up against Darius Leonard, no good. And Shaq Dance with the defensive rebound. Quickly gets it up the left-hand side of the court, cuts inside, goes up against 2 defenders, puts it in by himself.
That's what we need. That's what we need. Shaq Dance right there on his own all the way to the basket and puts it in for 2, the forward.
Defensive rebound with Shaq. He decides to do it by himself. That's his 3rd rebound on the day. Number 1, Hayes has the basketball. He gives it to Xavier Turner now on the left side. We're going to play left to right. He's going to give it over to Hayes. He wants to shoot the 3 sides against it, go up against McClain. That's Matthew McClain. Spin move. And he's driving Wilford. Goes up against McCoy, puts it up for the 2. It's going to be no good. McClain with the defensive rebound. Quickly gives it over to Shaq Dance on the left-hand side. He gives it back over to McCoy. Puts it up. Nope, gets it outside for the 3 for Shaq Dance. And it's no good. And Darius.
Oh, man, did he foul him?
Yep, it's going to be an offensive foul against number 12 in Darius Leonard.
Darius Leonard. Darius Leonard, 6'9", 109 forward. First foul. First foul for Darius Leonard in the game.
9:17 remaining here in the third quarter. 68-61 is your score. Turner brings it up the left-hand side, picked up by Milligan. Swings it over to the right to Hayes. Back over to Turner at the top of the key. He gives it over to Wilford. Hard step move. Gets it outside behind the 3 to Hinton. Almost taken away, but it's in the hands of the Thoroughbreds, and he travels. It's going to be a turnover against the Owensboro Thoroughbreds, and the Raleigh Firebirds take over.
Trey, we need these kind of things happen. These are like mulligans, these mistakes, these errors by the Thoroughbreds is allowing the Firebirds opportunity. They just got to be able to capitalize on them. And they are closing in. They're only down by 7.
Yeah. I mean, they're right there. Just a few extra things need to happen or need to fall for the Firebirds. Milligan has the basketball. He starts right, goes all the way to the left-hand side. He gives it over to Shaq Dance. Goes up against Hayes. And almost travels, but it gets it outside to Milligan.
Good save.
Then over to Jamal McCoy. 8:38 remaining in the third. McCoy goes up, puts it in, and no good.
Oh, man. Those
it's a defensive rebound by Hayes.
Yeah, those
he brings it up the center of the court, and then he's going to be fouled by McCoy.
Foul. Oh, no. Foul by McCoy. Jamal McCoy, 6'5", 191 forward. That's the second foul. Second team foul in the third period. And it will be Thoroughbreds, non-shooting foul, putting it back inbounds, Trey Snodd.
And 20 seconds going to be put on the shot clock. It's a 61-68 game in favor of Owensboro. Number 4, Wilford will be the inbounder. Turner gets it on the outside. He's going to give it over to Hayes. Goes up against Shaq Dance, puts it up, and it's good. Great move by Devon Hayes. Another 2 points to his resume here this evening. 70-61 is your score in favor of the Owensboro Thoroughbreds. McCoy has it on the right-hand side. He gives it over to Darius inside. Puts step move, and it's good.
Darius Leonard, 6'9", 109 forward, puts it in for an easy 2. And now they're only down by 7.
7:59 remaining in the third quarter. Turner has it, and almost goes behind the back. And it's almost thrown away, but Turner gets the basketball. Breaks the double team. Gets it outside. Hayes has all day, and he misses a 3. Defense rebound by Shaq Dance. He looks to move it up the center of the court. He does, and puts it up, and it's going to be fouled.
Shaq Dance will at least go to the line and shoot 2. Fouls on number 4, Corey Wilford. That's his third foul for the guard for the Thoroughbreds. Second team foul in the third for Owensboro, Trey.
70-63 is your score. Minute off the clock since the last time the Firebirds went to the free throw line. 7:39 remaining here in the third. Shaq Dance puts the first one up, and he makes that one.
Seven-point lead the Owensboro Thoroughbreds have over the Raleigh Firebirds. Second shot up, and he'll